because when you're in the field interview position, like I've done my whole adult life, I can block, throw a punch, or draw my weapon if I need to. Hello everyone, welcome to Tactical Safety. Today we're going to talk about an event that happened in Chicago a couple of months ago. Someone who I know personally said this is a good friend of his who got viciously attacked while waiting to get his food in a restaurant. And he typically carries a gun, but he didn't have it with him that day. He left it at home, said, I'm just going out to grab a quick bite to eat. I don't need to have my gun. That right there is the reason why you need to always carry your firearms. Check this out. No sound in this video. You see the victim has the high vis green shirt on, and this was somebody recording from the DVR footage. This isn't actual DVR footage. That's why it's kind of shaky and no audio. You see the suspect walking in. They slowed this down. See him walk in the door. And you see him walking toward the victim. So now, right here, now you see he just took a step closer and see he's edging his way closer. Now, see the victim, he kind of turned to the side a little bit. He has his arms folded, which is not recommended. That is ill-advised. And you see the guy is edging his way closer. He's inching his way closer and closer. He's well within his personal space. And you see how it looks like he has both hands behind his back. Now his left hand, you can see his left hand, but you can clearly see his right hand is behind his back. And that's insane how you can let somebody get that close to you and you can't see both of their hands and there's nobody else around that he's talking to. They got both camera views in this frame because you're going to see it go to the other camera in a second or shortly. See how he's inching his way closer and closer. He turned away a little bit, but then the victim actually steps closer to him, which makes no sense at all. Now you see his right hand behind his back. And now the victim just took a step back because he knows something's up, but he's not doing anything. He didn't try and leave. He didn't try and rush him or anything. Still got his right hand behind his back. He's stepping back again. This guy's stepping closer to him. I mean, all the pre-attack indicators are right there in his face. And now you see him stepping back because the guy has brandished the knife. It's actually a machete. And you see him coming at him. He actually got stabbed in his left side. And then you see the other camera and you see the customer sitting at the counter who's just looking, not doing anything, not trying to move away, just sitting there chilling. Now you saw how he threw the chair at him and then the guy took off running out of there. Now, there's nothing else in the video other than the lady who works at the restaurant. She came to render aid and look at his wound and everything. And so Chicago cops caught the guy a short distance away and he's in jail for attempted murder now. Fun fact, you always need to be armed anywhere you go. It doesn't matter if you're going somewhere to pick up something to eat real quick and going right back home. That's irrelevant. You need to always have your firearms with you. Even when you're at home, like I always say, it is imperative to keep a firearm either on your person or within arm's reach because there are a lot of home invasions and somebody kicks in your door you're not going to be able to go run past them to go to another room and get your gun. You won't be around to tell your story. The only one responsible for your personal safety and the personal safety of your family is you. That's it. I've said this numerous times that the police do not have an obligation to protect you. Your personal safety and the personal safety of your family, once again, is your responsibility. No cop's going to get there to stop an attack. They can get there afterwards to render aid and to take a report. And that's about it. Field interview stance. Hands not interlocked. They're anywhere between belt line and chest level. Because when you're in the field interview position, like I've done my whole adult life, I can block, throw a punch, or draw my weapon if I need to. When that guy first got in his personal space, he should have taken a step back. Because if I was there at that restaurant and the guy comes in like that and he gets in my personal space a little bit, I'm moving back. He's going to be like the Temptations. Can't get next to you, man. Can't get next to you. Because I'm moving away. And then at the time when I see his hand behind his back, I'm probably going to already have my firearm out, telling him to show me his hands, because I don't know what he's about to pull out, and I'm not about to wait to find out. This situation could have totally been avoided. You have to always be aware of your surroundings. Like in my firearms classes, I always tell my students about the tactical mindset, as well as your firearms. It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. And this guy did not have it, unfortunately, but at least he's still around so he can do some corrective action and always keep his firearm with him, because he would have been fully authorized to shoot that guy when he came at him with that machete. So when you see somebody like that, they come and invade your space, you move away, you try and gain distance. And a machete is a very long knife, as most people already know. So he doesn't have to be right up on you to attack you with it. And then you notice how the guy was sitting at the counter, not doing anything at all. So the guy sitting at the counter, I'm going to tell you something. Inaction does not make you invisible. Let me say it again. Inaction does not make you invisible. So if you see something going down like that and you choose to just sit there and pretend like you don't see it, how you know he's not coming after you next? You'll just be sitting there and you'll be a victim too. Because I would advise anyone, if you're someplace and someone attacks someone like that with deadly force, you have full legal authority to shoot them. It's called in defense of others, because you can use deadly force to prevent death or great bodily harm. And a machete, that can easily cause death or great bodily harm. Even if someone attacks you with a baseball bat or a pipe, those things can kill you easily. So always carry your firearms. Get training, and I don't recommend carrying any firearm as a primary weapon that holds less than 10 rounds. So take something from this video and remember to stay armed, stay vigilant, and stay tactical. We'll see y'all next time.